Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another perfume review video. My name is Naz. This is my channel, the King of Hidden Gems. I try to bring to your attention fragrances are usually very good value for money. They smell good. They're usually on the radar, not many people talk about them. I think at least you should do your research, try them for yourself and see if they're any good to you. So in this video I have another update for you, and this is the Brazilian brand from Rio de Janeiro, which called Granado. So this is Granado Iris EDT Toilette 100 ml. This brand, or this pharmacy, they've been around for more than 150 years, but they're venturing to perfume has been around like 15-20 years only. So they've been venturing into it. At the moment they have around 30 perfumes in their lineup. I unboxed and reviewed another one before which was very impressive, and that one was Granado Tuberose, which was absolutely gorgeous and very good value for money and very long lasting. So this one is the Iris version of it, and an absolute gorgeousness again. So in terms of presentation, they are very good, especially for a price. They in United Kingdom they retails for £75, but you can find them discounted here and there. If you do your research, Google it, see if it comes up in your area if you are interested. I paid less than £50 for it, and for that price is an absolute gorgeousness. In terms of presentation, they are very good, very thick cardboard box, very nicely designed. It's like an art deco design to them. The bottle itself is art deco, classical art deco design to it as well. Very nice. The cap is nothing to brag about because very it's very light, but the atomizer is modern and very good atomizer. It gives a big mist out. So in terms of presentation, for the price, again very good. In terms of performance, I'm happy to say this one performed superbly well, similar to the Tuberose. So my skin went easily over 8 hours. On t-shirt goes easily over 10 hours. On next day I woke up, I could still smell it strongly on the t-shirt. So very good longevity to this. For Eau de Toilette and for a fresh fragrance, this is very impressive, especially for the price. So in terms of projection, I had an arm length of projection for around 2 hours or so, and after that slowly subside, but you always have a big bubble, big cloud and a big trail behind you. I put something like 6-7 sprays of it on t-shirt, 6-7 sprays of it on my skin, and that was ample enough for me to smell it all day, and it was projecting very loudly. Very good performer, especially again for Eau de Toilette. So performance wise, no problem whatsoever. In terms of who is it for, this is definitely mature. Okay, so I would say 30 years and older to be on the safe side. The reason is because the DNA of this fragrance, the DNA of this perfume, is very classical. When I say classical, not just about 20-30 years ago, no, I'm talking about 50-60 years ago, or even before that. So it's very reminiscent of perfumery in the old school. So it's old school perfumery in here, the very classic, very classy, very reminiscent of mid 20th century perfumery in here. So for that, makes it quite mature. I would say 30 years or older to be in the safe side. In terms of gender, this is bang in the middle, unisex. Anybody can wear it. It is targeted unisex and is correct. I wore it for the last 2 days and I absolutely enjoyed it. Wifey loved it as well. She said she could easily wear it as well. The only thing is, for her, it was like little bit of on the simplistic side. She said she a little bit on the simple side, but she said it is nice for the simplicity of this fragrance. For me, this is, although it is on the simple side of things, but it has some layers to it, and that makes it a very good fragrance. The simplicity of it is because the smell is in a way that it is unified. Okay, so one single smell to it, and that's because the perfumery and the blending here is done in a way that you cannot pick up notes, and that is telltale sign of good perfumery and good ingredients in here. So although it is on the simple side, yes, but it is on the layered side as well. In terms of season, this is better suited for warmer weather. For the last 2 days I wore it, and here in the United Kingdom it's been a heat wave. Is around 25 degrees to 30 degrees, give or take, and for that heat it was absolutely beautiful. It's very, very suitable for this kind of climate, for this heat, for this summer. So it's very, very good for summer and maybe spring and autumn as well. So occasion wise, I would say this is very opulent, but because it's got some simplicity to it, it is a Swiss Army knife. You can dress it up, dress it down, daytime, nighttime, special occasion, casual, formal, informal, anything you want. You can use it for wedding, special occasion, and you can use it to just do your chores, go to supermarket. Is that good? So it's very, very versatile in that term. So smell wise, this is, as it says in the title, the iris. The iris is the main player and the main star of the show here. So from the beginning almost to the end, you always have the iris. The only thing is the iris in here is not a modern iris. It's not interpretation of the modern iris, for example, your own family. No, this is a classical interpretation of iris, which is soft, which is airy and soapy, and it gives you the feel of some sort of makeup bag, or maybe a toiletry as they call it in French. And to some extent it's soapy, to some extent it smells shampooy, yes, but not too much, and to some extent smells like you know, like product you use on your skin, like creams or lotion, because in cream and ocean there are lots of iris interpretation in those as well. So to some extent it reminds you of those ones, but overall it's done in a way that is superbly on its own. It's just gorgeous. For me, for my age, for my experience, for my knowledge, this is an absolute gorgeousness in a bottle. But I understand this is not for everybody, so it's not a blind buy safe, as we say in the fragrance community. So if you like it on the classical side, if you like it on the old school kind of perfumery, if you like it classy, if you like it nostalgic, this is a very, very good fragrance and good perfume. So let me read you the ingredients and we'll take it from there. So on top we have pear, bergamot and pink pepper. In the mid we have iris, jasmine and lily of the valley, and in the base we have musk, cedar and amber. Everything in here I smell, but you cannot pick them up individually because it's amalgamated so well, it's blended so well in here. The pear is here giving a little bit of sweetness. The sweetness in here overall is quite moderate. It's on the medium side of sweetness, so it's not too sweet, it's not non-existent, so it isn't bang in the middle. Bergamot just giving a hint of that zestiness in the beginning, not too much, it gets lost very quickly. And the pink pepper giving it that champagne, fizzy, peppery feel in the beginning, but again it's not a, you know, it doesn't stay very long time, maybe 30 minutes or so, and it would disappear. The show and the star of this fragrance is iris. So iris, iris, iris. The iris start from the beginning and to the end, and plus the combination of iris, musk and the white florals giving it that beautiful floral, fresh feel overall, quite musky overall, this fragrance. Iris in here again is a classical iris, it's an old school iris, it's an iris of mid 20th century rather than today's iris. So it is floral, it's soft, it's soapy, but it's nothing like today's iris, which you sometimes you find in perfumes these days. The jasmine and the lily of the valley here giving it that andolic feel, plus the white floral depth to it, and that makes it even more floral. Okay, so you need to like your white florals plus the iris plus the musk. The musk is here in a very big player from the beginning to the end, but the musk in here is very clean, again superbly done. The cedar in here giving it that woody base, but mainly it's a supportive role, you don't feel it that much. And the amber in here is very fluffy, it's very effervescent, it's transparent, and it's very, very airy. So you get where is this perfume going. This is a beauty for me, for my experience, for my age, but I understand this is not for everybody. It's quite powdery, and the powderiness mainly coming from the iris plus the musk in here, so giving it that beautiful powderiness, plus the lily of the valley giving it some powderiness aspect to it as well, but it never goes to the realm of baby powder. Okay, so the powderiness is on the moderate and a medium side as well. Musk is biggest player by far after iris from the beginning to the end, and it's clean musk in here. The iris is by far the star of the show. The white florals are after the iris, are very very noticeable and big in here. I smell something like violet and maybe a hint of lavender as well to give it even more depth of that floral. It's quite woody in the base, which is mainly cedar and very clean again, and its sweetness is on the moderate side, which is mainly coming from that pear, but again very very done well. That is amalgamated so well that you don't you cannot pick it up individually. Hint of earthiness, not too much. Hint of wateriness, yes. Hint of fruitiness, which is mainly that pear, and also this fragrance is very very fresh, so fresh floral overall. If you like what I described, to me this is a beauty in a bottle. If you can try it before you buy it, that's ideal. Obviously I always say this in my videos, but if you can't and you are going to blind buy it, you have to notice the things I said. Watch my videos, my first video and this video, and come to conclusion if it's good for you or not. But for me, this is beauty in a bottle. I'm absolutely happy to have it in my collection. Gorgeous fragrance. In today's market, this is very unique because this kind of perfumery has been forgotten, has been on the mind, has been gone to the background, and the noises and everything's about today's fragrance obviously, and this kind of fragrances almost doesn't exist anymore. So when I see something like this, I have to praise it because it keeps this kind of perfumery, which is old school classical world, alive in today's market. The surprising thing about it, the perfumer is a very young perfumer, and she managed to make something that is belong to the early 20th century or mid 20th century, and that shows her skills, shows her knowledge, which is amazing. You know what I mean? To ask a young perfumer to make you something from that era is amazing. So to me, this is a hidden gem, beauty, and I highly recommend it for people who like this kind of fragrances. Okay guys, if you have it, if you know it, if you tried it, let us know your experience. That would be useful for others to read. If you have anything else from this brand, let us know your experience. That would be good as well. If you like what I do, if you find it useful, informative, valuable, or entertaining, please don't forget to hit those buttons. This way you help me, encourage me, motivate me to bring you fragrances like this in future that nobody else is talking about. They're amazing value for money, they smell great, and they're hidden gems. And this beauty is definitely a hidden gem, at least for my experience, my taste. And if you are interested in purchasing one of my own perfumes, I'm a perfumer myself. I make my own line of perfumes. I'm the artist, I'm the perfumer, I'm the worker. Everything is about me, from the scratch to the perfume. I put more than 60% pure perfume oils in my perfumes, which is unheard of. That makes them big, bold, and very very strong and unique and artistic. I leave them in the link as well. As always, thank you very much for watching and supporting me, and I'll see you later. Bye bye bye.